What is going on, guys? It's the Kiddie here. I'm back with another video. I hope you're all having an amazing day. It's still hot here in the UK. I'd be interested to know what sort of weather you guys are having in your country. Leave it in the comments. Anyway, if you're new to my channel and you enjoy regular gaming entertainment, consider subscribing and hitting that notification icon so you don't miss any of my lovely videos. Every new subscriber takes me that little bit closer to my dream goal of 1,000, which would be the greatest thing for me after my marriage and kids, so show some love and hit that subscribe. Today's video is a Hero Hunter's Top 10 Midline Heroes, and is the second video in the series after my recent Top 10 Frontline Heroes video. If you haven't yet seen it, where have you been? Check it out in the link provided. In this video I will count down what are considered to be the best midline heroes to have in the game right now. There are currently 22 midline heroes in this game, all with amazing abilities, so which ones have made it to the top 10 list? Let's get into it now. Number 10. In at number 10 is Chesterfield, who is a 5-star hero and one that I don't currently have. He is a hunter, drone, robot, cyborg, thingamy dude. His bronze skill is called Bear Trap, and he basically tosses a trap that activates when an enemy is near and deals damage and roots them for 10 seconds. His silver skill, Illumination Flare, deals damage to enemies in a target area. It marks all enemies in the area that get 30% additional damage, and it lasts for 12 seconds. His gold skill is Master Trapper. When damaging an enemy affected by the Bear Trap skill, the rooted duration is refreshed and the target takes more damage. Finally, the platinum skill, which is called Double Tap. Enemies hit by both rounds of his shotgun get additional damage. This sounds like a pretty cool platinum skill for a change. To summarise, some of his skills take too long to activate and are easily dodgeable. Number 9. Sitting at number 9 we have Cinder, and I hope she hasn't gotten here just because of how she looks, because that would be very shallow. She's a biochemical hero and a demolitions expert, and also a relatively new hero to the game. Her bronze skill is called Dragon Fire, and it fires 8 shells that bombard an area and also damages cover. This only lasts for 2 seconds though. Her silver skill is Acid Bomb, which does an area damage and causes damaged enemies to take an additional 20% for 10 seconds and also damages cover. Not a bad skill at all, I don't think. Her gold skill is called Acid Rain, and it randomly does damage to the enemy's cover and also additional damage to enemies that are not in cover. Now, I'm not entirely sure if this is a good skill or not. Her platinum skill is called Sword of the Earth, and to summarise, it means whenever an enemy's cover is demolished, it improves her weapon damage and gives her a health boost until the end of the wave. She is basically a competent hero sitting at number 9, but if her skills were as good as her looks, she would surely be at number 1. Number 8. In 8th place is the hero called Riker. He is a mechanical hero and combat marine who has powerful abilities that do great damage to groups of enemies. His bronze skill is called Missile Barrage, and it fires 3 homing missiles that strike 3 targets for damage. His silver skill is called Grenade Launcher, and that fires a grenade that damages enemies in the target area. His gold skill is Concussion Missiles, which deals damage to multiple enemies out of cover and disorientates for 6 seconds. Some people don't think this gold skill is good enough though. His platinum skill is called Battle Tactics, and it does attack damage and 4% critical hit chance. Overall, he is an okay hero, but not a great one, and doesn't do quite enough damage. Number 7. Clyde hits the chart in 7th position. He is a mechanical hero and unhinged gunslinger. He looks a bit of a crazy loon if you ask me. He is regarded by some as a high-risk, high-reward hero whose quick draw skill can sometimes decide a match. His bronze skill is Quick Draw, and it deals a huge amount of damage on the enemies, but only has a 50% chance of hitting. That sounds like a really bad skill to me. His silver skill is Dirty Fighting. It damages enemies and stuns them for 6 seconds. While they're stunned, they get extra damage by other heroes. This is quite a handy skill. His gold skill is Lucky Number 6, where the 6th shot after he reloads deals additional damage and a 50% chance of critical, which is a reasonable skill. His platinum skill is Crackshot. Hitting targets gains charge that deals critical bonus and stacks up to 6 times, but is lost when the enemy is missed. Another dodgy skill for me. Overall, a very risky hero with low health, and I don't like taking risks. Number 6. In 6th position we have Maven, or Maven, or whatever you want to call her. She is strong in any situation you want to use her in, but PvP opinion is divided as her throws are quite easily dodged. She's a very good DPS hero, and she's biochemical. Her bronze skill is Vampiric Cloud, which does damage to the target area, and the bonus on this is that she recovers health equal to 50% of the damage inflicted, and it lasts for 8 seconds. Her silver skill is Hallucinate, and it silences and disorientates the target for 10 seconds, and the after effect it does damage to all enemies in a small area. Her gold skill is called Miasma, and it causes random enemies to take bio damage for 8 seconds. Now that's not bad, that's pretty cool. Her platinum skill is NEUROTOXIN, and it gains her attack damage. Straightforward skill there, nothing complicated. So to summarise, she is a pretty handy midline hero to have and can be very helpful on the battlefield. Number 5. So now we're into the final 5, which is the business end of the top 10. These are the heroes you just got to have in your crew as they are so freaking awesome. In 5th place we have Salvatore. He is a biochemical hero and toxic breacher, whatever the heck that means. His bronze skill is called Heavy Ordnance, and it fires 5 grenades at a single target for massive damage. His silver skill is Toxic Blindness. He fires a gas grenade at a target area and damages and silences all enemies in there for 10 seconds. His gold skill is Caustic Grenades. When an enemy is damaged, there's a 15% chance of extra damage and 30% elemental damage increase for 6 seconds from all heroes. His platinum skill is called Toxic Residue. All allies get bio damage increase. Another straightforward skill with no complex information. Overall, he's got good basic attacks and skills. His armor and basic damage are his advantages, but his skills can be dodged. Number 4. Sitting just outside the top 3 in 4th place in a very close race is Hideo. He's a mechanical hero and known as a mercenary ninja. He has above average health for a midline hero. His bronze skill is called BLADESTORM, and he's able to throw up to 6 knives, causing damage to each enemy. His silver skill is Exo Leap, whereby he jumps across the map onto an enemy, he damages the enemy and also stuns any enemies in the target area, which is a pretty cool skill. His gold skill is called Momentum, and it gives the hero attack damage boost that depletes over time. The boost isn't that great, to be honest, so this isn't really a very good gold skill in my opinion. His platinum skill is Penetrating Shot. When he's damaging an enemy, he also damages an enemy that's near to that enemy. Sounds confusing, but it's also a great skill. A lot of people basically say that he's a better version of Riker, which is obviously why he is higher on the ranking here. Number 3. So here we are at the top 3, the most awesome, amazing midline heroes in the game. Coming in for the bronze medal position or 3rd place is Sapphire. She is an energy hero and shadow agent. Her bronze skill is called Rift Blade, and it deals enemy damage and also blocks the enemy from hitting for 12 seconds, which could be a game changer in the middle of battle. Her silver skill, Shadow Step, gives her invisibility for 16 seconds, 50% cooldown on her bronze skill and additional bronze skill damage. How cool is that? Her gold skill is Stalker, and whilst she's invisible she gains a 5% critical hit chance and critical bonus, so this is a good one to get. And finally, her platinum skill, Mortal Rift, gives her a very small 3% chance of extra damage and heal block for 6 seconds. She is the first of the heal block heroes and very impressive with her invisibility. Very worth having. Number 2. Just missing out on the top spot and taking the silver medal for 2nd position is Odachi. He is a biochemical hero and cyber ninja. His bronze skill is Assassination. He slashes the target for massive damage and additional bio damage for 8 seconds if the target has less than 50% health. His silver skill is called Poison Caltrops, and basically it targets an area and affects any enemies in that area for 16 seconds. They will get reduced movement speed and take damage while moving between cover. Whenever damaged, they will also get a 15% chance of being stunned for 3 seconds. His gold skill is called Blood Pact, which is basically when an enemy is killed, he restores his health and reduces incoming damage by 10% for 4 seconds. And finally, his platinum skill, Opportunist, helps him deal extra damage to enemies with less than 50% health, which is quite a handy skill to have. So to summarise Odachi, he is very well suited to destroying weakened enemies, especially mech heroes, and he can also slow groups of enemies down, and this is why he is ranked in 2nd place on our top 10 list. Number 1. The gold medal and 1st place for best midline troop in the game, as voted for by you guys, is Fortress. He is an energy hero with adaptive battle armor. He has pretty high health for a midline hero. His bronze skill, Power Overwhelming, is basically a self-heal skill, but he also gains armor and attack damage for 10 seconds, which is a pretty cool bronze skill. His silver skill is called Recharge. Here it is, guys. This is the main reason why he is ranked as your best midline hero. It's a massive health boost that lasts for 10 seconds, followed by damaging the nearest 3 enemies equal to the health recovered. This ability can change the tide of battle, and enemies can be drawn into trying to take him out, leaving your allies to deal serious damage. His gold skill is Adaptive Combat, and it reduces incoming damage by 25%, and if no damage has been taken after 5 seconds, it also boosts his attack damage. I think that's a pretty good skill. His platinum skill is called Power Coil, and it reduces all heroes' damage by 10% and gains a small health boost. I think that's one of the best platinum skills in the game. So there you have it, the top 10 midline heroes. Do you agree with this top 10 list? Let me know in the comment section below who you would have given the number 1 rank to. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of my videos in the Hero Hunter series. I'll see you all next time.